So, well, it still look rough. Well, I can't really change that. But anyway, okay. May 24th, so Saturday. Um, I was on my way home. So let me see. Okay. Let me set the scene for you guys, basically. And for you, if you're watching this, because since you obviously stole my bag that has majority of my super important things in there, you probably have my hard drive, and you probably see the YouTube folder with over 30 to 45 gigabytes of videos that I've made from 2014 till now that I was thinking about publishing on my channel, but probably not. You probably know that I have a channel, and you probably, yeah, already know who I am and all that jazz, and you're looking at my videos laughing at me because, you pulled one over on me. Thank you. Um, for one thing, guys, just really quick, obviously you see the title of the video. I don't wish ill will on anybody, even though a few days after this happened, I wish that this person would just drop dead. I was just hoping that, this person would meet some bitter fate and that karma would catch up to this person, but obviously, the mindset that I have right now, I know that that's not how anything works. Sometimes bad people just have, they bad things just don't happen to bad people sometimes. And I'm upset at that fact, but I mean, that's just reality at this point, right? Anyway, let me set the scene for you. Um, I'm gonna say a lot because I just can't believe that this is happening, and me talking to the camera right now is therapy for me because I've been pondering on this for days now. As I said before, this happened May 4th, Saturday. But let me just backtrack real quick. All right, so May 4th, Saturday, right? Um, I'm leaving college at this time to come home. Now, my dad knows that I'm coming home. My mom doesn't know that I'm coming home. And she thought that I was coming home Sunday. So I wanted to surprise her. So I told my dad, I was like, hey, Dad, I'm coming home Saturday. And you're probably like, why'd you tell your dad? Why not surprise both your parents? Well, I wanted at least one of my parents to know that I was coming home. That way, if anything happened on the road, they would suspect, oh, maybe we need to call David or this, that, or the third. He's not home at the scheduled time, just in case. So I told my dad that I was coming home and didn't tell my mom. So, um, I'm getting ready. It's around 10? Is it 10? It's 9, 10 o'clock. At college, 3 hours away from where I live. And I'm getting ready and everything. I'm putting my key back. I'm signing forms, because I'm not living on campus the following semester, the following fall semester. So I get all that situated. So I let my dad know, hey, I'm on the way. So I got my gas, filled up my tank, packed all the things in my bag, and I headed straight home. I wasn't going to stop anywhere because the only thing I wanted to do was come home and see my parents because through this year of college, I've seen my dad once, but I haven't seen my mom at all. So I was so happy to know that, oh, it's Saturday, both of my parents are at home. I can't wait to see my mom. She's going to be there. My dad's probably at church or something. So I'm so happy. I'm like, oh my god, no, that's what is driving me. That is what's fueling me. I just want to go home. And I mean, I probably shouldn't say this on camera, but I may have hit 100 a couple times trying to get home. Mom, if you're watching this video, you didn't hear that. Dad, you didn't hear that. I just really wanted to get home so bad, just to see my parents, see my dog, my grandpa, and just all my family and friends. Well, I don't have any friends here anymore, so um, yeah, I just couldn't wait. So after I got off of the expressway, highway, freeway, whatever y'all want to call it, I made the exit that heads straight for home. And I was like, I'm 3 minutes away from home. I can't wait. I go home, right? And I roll up to my driveway, and I'm so happy. I made it safe and sound. I thank God. I'm like, yo, we made it or whatever. Thank you for keeping me safe or whatever. I tell my dad, I'm like, hey dad, I'm home, and he's like, oh okay. I was like, stay on the line, stay on the line. So at that time I started packing things out of my car already because I wanted to get everything in the house. Mind you, at this time I haven't opened the door to go inside, and I opened up all of my doors to my car because I was like, oh, my grandpa's here and my mom's here, so they'll just help me take out the rest of stuff. So I was like, okay, let me just start taking some stuff out right now so that way I can put it in the front door and everybody could just pack things in from there, and then we'll get to the car. So I open up all my doors and I'm starting to take the packages, like the big boxes and stuff that I packed up in my car, to put inside the house. So I silently open the door with my key, and thank God the dog isn't there, so he's not alarming everybody. He's in the back with my grandpa. So I'm so happy. I'm like, oh my God, I can surprise my mom. So I have my dad on the phone, and he's on. Now I put him on speaker, and I roll up into her office, and I'm like, yes, I'm just here with your wife. And my mom's like, David, oh my God. And she was so happy. I mean, like, yeah, it's my mother, she's happy to see her son after not being able to see him for 100 and something days. I don't know how long a school year is. Anyway, so I do that. I hug her and everything, and it's a grand merry old time. And then my mom's like, wait, stay right here, let me go get your grandpa so you can surprise him. So at this time I have been home in total for 5 minutes. So once I say hi to my grandpa and everything, that's like the 5-minute mark. So grandpa comes in, he's like, oh, hey, what's up? And then, we're hugging everything. I'm like, oh, I have stuff in the car, right? So I go outside and I grab some stuff out of my car. And I'm packing them into the house. Now, mom and grandpa are still in the kitchen, and they called my aunt to say, oh my God, my son's home too, and she's just catching up with her sister, just, regular things going on. So I pack some stuff in the house, right? And I say hi to my aunt or whatever, and then I head back outside. I was in the house from the time I went in my car again to go in my house. I was in the house for probably like 45 seconds to a minute, so not that long of a time. And I come outside, and there's this tall man over my gate, and he's positioned over my gate as if he was about to jump it, or he jumped it before and was trying to get back out or whatever. Like, okay, he was inside my yard, and this is the gate, right? He's on this side, so he's about to jump out, it seems. Or it seems like he was outside and he jumped back in. So I come outside, and I move pretty quick. So by the time I was at my car, the door already slammed, and he looked backwards to see who that was, right? And all I hear is, oh shit, and then like he jumps back over the gate. I'm like, what the hell is happening right now? And I see him struggling to close his door for like a few seconds, and all I see in the floor of his car, in the driver's seat, the floor of the driver's seat in his car, is my black bag. Now you're probably like, what's in your black bag, right? My black bag, Jesus Christ. Literally, all of my doors were open, and he happened to go for that one bag. That black bag had my laptop in there. It had my camera in there. But honestly, most important of all, it had my hard drive in there. Now, that was a 1 terabyte hard drive, guys. And, I don't have, like, 4K stuff like that. I don't use 4K. I honestly think it's kind of useless in the point of time that we live in. But, anyway. It had a lot of memories in there. Memories from when I had a camera on my PSP, and I would take it to school and take pictures of things. That's how long. It was way before I had an iPod Touch with a camera. I had photos on there from when a high megapixel camera was considered like 3 megapixels was considered HD. I've had things on there since 2006 maybe. Um, I've had videos on there from previous YouTube channels, which is kind of my fault. Yeah, I've been through a few YouTube channels. But I in total anyway, I had things on there that took up like probably like close to 3/4, if not 3/4, then probably like just a half of the memory. So we're talking 500 to 750 gigabytes worth of everything, of files, of backup files for school, for everything that I've been through in my life, for YouTube, resumes, for so much. But it also had my camera in there. It had my SD card in there that I still wanted to finish making this video that I was planning, which was building my computer. It has so much stuff on there, and this guy just came into my yard, went into my car, and just took my bag right after I got home. But if that's not bad enough, it was like, I don't know, like, I know that, things like this happen, but I never thought it would happen to me in the area where I feel the safest. I never thought that I would go through something where somebody would enforce their will over mine. Like, when I got home, guys, this relief enveloped me. I was so happy to be home. I felt so safe and protected. I'm here, I'm home, this is where I can feel safe, and that was just stripped from me from some random dude. And he just took off in his car. After that, I recorded him partially. I'll play the recording right now. I mean, I need all the help I can get, to be honest. I don't want to alert him, though, so I don't know. I don't think I'm going to put the video up, because I think I'm just going to leave that for me and law enforcement. I don't think I'm going to put the video up of what I have of him, because that might alarm a lot of things that I don't really need to alarm. If whoever this dude is watching this video. Anyway. After that, Jesus Christ, battery notification. Anyway, if after that, at 2:43, I started recording him taking off, and I can't tell the details of the video because I don't want, that much information out there, but, it wasn't what anyway, I called law enforcement after all of this went down, and mind you guys, the time between when I saw all of this happen, guys, it was in a split second, just like that, just gone, and I called the police. They took their sweet time getting here, too. I called the police, and you expect them to get here, like that, Like, hello, I'm calling in a robbery. Can you get your ass over here now? They took their freaking 10 minutes to get here. I'm gonna try to stay calm and composed and watch my language, but, like, I'm so pissed. I'm 10 degrees past pissed. I'm livid, okay? Google that. I told him everything that I knew. Guys, as soon as all of this happened, I ran inside. I called the police, right? And I was like, okay, let me remember all of this. Let me remember what happened, right? I told the police, I was like, I'd like to report robbery. I was staying calm. I was like, this is my address. Yes, okay, thank you. I go inside, right? I find the closest notepad. I write down all the details of the man. I go, Mom, and she's like, what? And, she's happy because, her son just came home, so maybe I have another surprise for her, and it wasn't the surprise that she probably wanted to hear, was that some man just came into our yard and stole my backpack that had my laptop, my camera, and my hard drive in it, and God knows what else, but those are the only three. Those happen to be the three most expensive things that I had in my car, and they were all just bundled into one thing. I kept them at the front seat because I thought that's where they would be the safest. Who would have thought that the safest place to put those things would be in my trunk? Well, now I know that. So, this experience, for the past few days, I couldn't sleep right. I couldn't eat right. My appetite was just getting back. Because it's not the fact that my laptop and everything else was stolen. It's the fact that it was stolen within the comfort of my home. Right after I dropped my guard down for just a fraction of a second. So, guys, I remember the car and everything, and I don't remember one thing, and I'm not going to say what I don't remember, because I don't want to give, if the person is watching this, I don't want to give him, relief. I want to keep him on his edge at all times, but, as I was driving around looking for any clues, I saw a car that looked like the car that, took my stuff, right? And my only instinct was, you gotta run this person down. So I pushed so hard on my gas, I accelerated. I was chasing this person down, and they stopped, right? My instinct was stop before they stopped. So I stopped, and I saw them pulling into a place, right? Pulling into a house. And I was so pissed. I was like, as soon as this person gets out of their car, I swear to God, I don't know what I'm going to do. It was literally just a whole elderly couple just coming out of their car, and I felt so bad. I was like, I can't believe that much anger built up inside me to think that I was literally going to run this person over with my car. I never want to feel that again. And I think that is what separates me from, these people that just come and steal your shit. Like, I just can't fathom doing things like that. Like, there are certain things I just can't bring myself to do. Like, and I don't know what these people have gone through in their life to have that sense broken, but honestly, I'm just thankful that I don't have that. I always thought, what would I have done differently? Would I have jumped the fence, and would I have jumped the fence too instead of recording the video and punched the shit out of him and like stab him in the eye or something with my finger? I don't know. And then I just realized that that's just not something I can do. And people could call me weak or whatever, but I call it not being stupid, because, like, what if he had a knife on him? Or what if he, God forbid, what if he had a gun on him and he pulled it out? Obviously this person doesn't have anything going in their life to steal from a college student. So I'm literally just taking this experience, internalizing it, and this whole experience has taught me something, that I honestly, one, hate the city that I live in. I never want to come back to Miami, point blank, period. Honestly, there's a lot of great things happening here, but this area, at least, I absolutely just can't. I prefer the Kendall region, to be honest. I love Kendall. Oh my God, it's such a beautiful place. Anyway, it's also taught me that I honestly have to keep my guard up 24/7, no matter where I am. Like, I'm here at home right now, right? And every sound irks me. Like, I can't rest unless my parents are at home. Like, I have my dog, like, free because I want to patrol the place 24/7. I can't rest here by myself. My parents need to be here. Somebody else needs to be here for me to feel even the slightest bit of comfort. In order to sleep, I need to drain myself. So I'll sit there for hours watching Netflix or anime or something like that. And I mean, it's not like I did that before, but before, like, at college, I could just, like, fall asleep, oh, good night, because I felt so comfortable and, safe in my surroundings. Now I just don't feel safe here. I literally just do not feel safe here. And I don't know when this whole not feeling safe thing is going to be over with, but for right now, I just don't see me feeling safe as long as I'm in this place. And I don't know what that's going to do. I mean, I like to follow the motto that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And honestly, I definitely do feel stronger and more knowledgeable about a lot of things now. I I wonder how many times I've looked at the camera directly as opposed to looking elsewhere. I have no clue. But um that's a weird tangent. But yeah, um I really don't think that I'm going to post a video of the actual person stealing my bag. Well, I didn't really get him. I got more of the car taking off, but I don't think I'm going to post that. Just, confidentiality of where I live, even though you probably can't tell where I live based on the video, but also because I don't want the person seeing, if they do see this video, I don't want them seeing what I have on them. So I'm going to leave it at that. But yeah, the police, it's also taught me that, even though we're like, okay, you always hear these stories online about, oh, the police don't help, the police, blah, blah, blah. I was a person who thought, that the police actually did know what they were doing. They were really helpful, and when civilians need, their assistance. And honestly, I've learned that that's not the case. Well, at least not in a city, In a city area, they couldn't care less about, what, a stolen item. Okay, sure, we gotta deal with, like, 47 homicides that happen in, like, 2 minutes within of each other, and, I don't know, I just need to move away from here. Maybe I want to go to Texas, even though I'm kind of scared of Texas. But I love Texas. I might go to Texas, I don't know. But, yeah, that's, my story. I wanted to post this video more for my mental health, rather than trying to find dirt on this person if anybody knows him. It's nothing like that. I just wanted to be able to voice these things and finally get it off of my chest and off of my mind. I honestly don't really care if people watch this or not, because as I said before, it's more for my mental health. But yeah, guys, this experience has taught me that there are some people in this world that do not hold the morals that I hold, and I think this is just a part of me growing up, that some of the things that I think are absolutely outrageous, some people do on a daily basis, and I mean, I don't know, that's just sad to me. But honestly, I don't have time to wish ill will on this person. I don't have time to do any of that. I got a whole career ahead of me. I got a whole life ahead of me. Okay, I'm fine. Honestly, that was only like 13 years of my life on a hard drive. I have probably not that much, but probably a lot more wishful thinking, a lot more years ahead of me. So this is just something that I'm going to have to get over, but still remember. Like, I will always remember this experience, but I have to start thinking forward. And, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So yeah.